there was a whole thing with this. What
Rhoda,
made
her name
you
is
feel
Rhoda something. What,
the
go ahead.
brick lady. What made you think that this wasn't legit? Like, what was fishy about it?
But the first thing I thought it was legit because I saw
did
her
too.
crying.
Yeah.
You can't find anything, huh?
No. I found a couple. I have the original one. I believe this is
Well,
the
she's
one where
outside.
she's talking about how women rule or whatever you said you wanted first.
Well, we can.
Or do you want like the original?
When
like,
she
brick
has,
video?
she's crying and she has
Yeah.
her camera. First of all, people are like, why are you filming yourself?
Yeah.
You just got hit with a brick. And
Call the
she's
cops.
like, these motherfuckers didn't do shit. They just sat around, let this
run it.
This one right
Man
here.
just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a. Yeah, this man hit me, fucking grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face, and I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch.
This is the thing first thing that made me check. First she said brick.
Yes.
Then she said rock.
Right.
Brick is a very specific thing.
It's a big difference.
Rock is also a very specific thing. And
Yes.
if you for you to say brick, and then that was the first thing.
Yeah.
But I still was like, oh, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. And I was like, man, that is fucked up.
Right.
Like just standing, who would hit her with a brick, man? First of all, the guys stood around because they don't want to get hit with a brick.
Right.
So that's normal, you know. But I was mad. I sent something saying, yo, that shit is wrong. Why would you do that? And I said it right away, made a comment. Then some dude was like, what if she's lying, dude? That shit ain't adding up.
But you didn't change that. What happened was a dude came on.
Yeah.
Remember the guy was like, I was there.
Yes.
She was antagonizing people.
Yes.
She was like such and such and such.
Yep.
Then a woman said, my husband is supposed to come home to me. You don't have a man. He's not supposed to risk his life for you
your ass
and get arrested so that he can't come home. Somebody said that. And then it started getting
murky,
getting fishy.
And what's fucked up is the lady was right. How the fuck do you people? What if somebody had a gun on a girl? Am I gonna go over there and say, "Hey, leave her alone"? No, I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna die. I'm not dying for you.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. Like if it's my mother or something big different, my wife, I'm not dying for you. I mean, girlfriend that you're with, different.
Yeah.
But no, nobody wants to risk their life for your ass. There's a way we can go, hey, man, it's not worth it, or hey, you know.
Yeah.
But
I've seen like some shit going down. People be like, whoa, come on, like some shit like.
You try.
I think everyone in general kind of agrees. Like if someone lives this way, I'm not going to enter this.
Hell no.
World.
And then you end up risking your life. Let's say you.
And that's just another fucking Tuesday for them.
Right.
You know?
What if you dismantle the gun and then start beating a dude? She's like, leave him alone. That happens
That has
too.
happened too.
So fuck all that.
I'm gonna say something.
It's like
even
Bill
further.
Burr said.
I don't even think that's a controversial stance.
What did Bill Burr say? Fuck him. She picked him.
Right. And I've been talking about this on my podcast, how you get people that live their lives with this kind of toxic shit going on.
No doubt.
And they have an agenda, a plan, if you will, to fuck up their life.
Yes.
And when you step into their life to help them, you are disrupting their plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to live their life to fuck up.
Yes.
And now you come in, wait a minute, let me help you, son. And then they go, and now they're like, shit, I've been trying to destroy my life. You keep helping me. Now I got to work harder to do. And this is really a mentality, which is then we found out that she had a GoFundMe.
She had a GoFundMe, by the way. She made over, Mike.
14 grand, I think.
Mike, she made over $42,000.
$42,000, yeah.
She made $42,000.
Right. On another, somebody hit me.
She $42,000, and then they said, and then some other stuff was coming out and say, yo, dog, she's done this before.
I could read a little bit of the article, not right this moment, but if you ever want me to.
Okay.
I have an article here.
And so, do you have her in the hospital? After that, she went to the hospital. I don't know how she got into the hospital. And then people were saying, nah, that's a shot. That's an infection. And people were going, that's an infection. And
I think that's silly. When people said she got injected with silicone, I don't believe that.
No. Someone said it was an allergic reaction.
They said it was an alert, but we don't know.
I believe she got hit, and especially now that spoiler alert, she did get hit. But like, it's not the story she told whatsoever.
Right.
But yeah, I have her here in the hospital.
Okay, here's her in the hospital. What?
Anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front
rock,
of so many
brick,
men.
Brick,
And
rock,
stone,
pebble,
wait
pebble,
up.
pebble,
And I told all
Anvil,
scissors, rock, paper.
anvil, bat.
Yeah. So we were like, huh. And then
Started
I was
self-fishing.
getting, like, in the comments, man, I think she lying. She full of shit. And then girls were like, how dare you? You black men, blah, 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 blah. And
I'd
it
say
was,
90% of the comments on the video were people like, what the fuck? Like just coming at you, like hard.
man, they were coming at me.
Even on the
Yeah.
podcast page, the DMs were lit up with like you're gonna get yours. Watch, you don't know shit. You're embracing like violence towards women. The irony of people getting mad at you embracing violence towards women when she's like doing the same violence towards men.
Right. And what's funny is I said, if this woman is lying on the podcast, if she's lying about the GoFundMe taking people's hard-earned money for her own gains, I said, I will Bruce Lee drop kick her ass, which I thought it was hilarious. Bruce Lee, the adjectives are amazing. Bruce Lee drop kick her ass like
Which to this
Enter
day
the
I say
Dragon.
that's a massive feat. I'd be impressed
That's a very massive
to
feat.
clear that much. And
Hey, can you show Bruce
And
Lee?
when he said
Bruce
it,
Lee-
I was doing this.
show
Ixnay on
show,
the
right.
top
Show
kick.
Bruce Lee kicking Han in the face. Like when he just jumps up in the air. This is what I want to show you what Bruce Lee kick I was going to do to her ass. I want to show
No, stop.
No. I want to
Yes, let's see the.
I just want to see Bruce Lee.
Yeah, but not
But
what you were gonna
not
do.
me. I want to show you what a Bruce Lee drop kick looks like.
Yeah, let's
This
do
is
that.
what we would have both been in the air like him and Han. Watch. Show
Bruce Lee and the
end fight
Enter the
scene
Dragon.
with Han. Han, you could say, okay, ready? No. Yeah, that's what. That's what I was gonna do.
Right.
If
No, you weren't gonna. That's what a Bruce.
That's
Lee,
what Bruce Lee kick looked
yeah,
like.
There we go.
And so everybody was like, "You're condoning violence." I've never hit a woman in my life, ever. I've never put my hands on her. I mean, I've been hit by a woman and held her and like, "Yo, why are you hitting me?" Like, I don't hit women. Maybe when I was little. When you're little, you don't know
Now,
better.
but I think there were a
Yeah.
lot of women who were triggered by the whole idea
Yeah.
of them not feeling safe or
Yes.
being abusive or something.
Yes.
Can we go to the clip, the one where the girls are calling for your
Oh, the girls are calling for my
arrest?
Yeah, but also there's other videos of this Rhoda talking shit though.
Oh yeah, well whatever you
Yeah,
want to
okay.
go with. Too.
Yeah, the girls talking about my arrest. Let's see this. I think I sent it to your
give
DM.
me one second. Yeah, I got to download it. Give me one
You'll
second.
see a group of fucking vermin.
And then you got,
Talking amongst
but you
themselves.
got her like men and women are the best. They never,
Yes, and I was like, something is not right here.
Yeah,
The way she's talking.
it's just flipped.
And then I heard she had a kid. She has a kid. She's like a deadbeat mom and shit, and all kinds of shit. And she was moving from different place to place. She was like a fugitive on the road. I was hearing all this kind of shit. We're gonna have a person that's gonna call
Daphne
in.
Call up? No,
Yeah. We're gonna have her call in.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Here you go. It's the video of a bunch of people on a screen.
Right.
Yes.
Like they're streaming.
This
All right,
is
I got it
these
ready.
fucking clowns.
All women.
You ready?
Turn them up. Turn it up.
We need to cancel Godfrey. He's a comedian. He has a lot of followers.
First, we need to cancel Godfrey. Just starting on that.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
They couldn't wait. These angry fucking.
We need to. It has to.
Go ahead.
We need to cancel Godfrey. He's a comedian. He has a lot of followers. He needs to be addressed.
Y'all know I name drop, right? I like to name drop people because ain't nobody getting away with it. So
Because I'm a
I think
nobody.
Ain't no sneak listen.
Godfrey needs to go to jail or prison or county, whatever comes first.
Is that it? Yeah, I need to go to count for what?
You know to go to prison because you said something.
Because I said something.
That was clearly a joke.
Yeah.
You're not actually. If you're gonna fight someone, you're gonna. pull out a
I would go
Bruce Lee
do it
Enter the
first. You let me
Dragon.
do it first, then you'd put me in jail. And I don't think I would be
He
in jail
needs
for
to go
karate
to
kicking
jail,
somebody.
Goes to county. Some goofy chick just triggered by this, and now you're ready to all this. Women triggered by this.
Yeah.
You need to go to jail. You need to lose your freedom.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that you made a joke that might have been off color, or maybe
Right.
people didn't get.
Right.
Go to jail.
Not only that, she wasn't a reputable. Not the person who said this. The original, the brick lady. It wasn't like everyone knew it was bullshit immediately.
Yeah.
Kind of like that was just you couldn't say it almost because like you weren't sure, but everyone knew it was bullshit. And then now that it's out, like now are they going to fight for you just as hard as they were going against you? Like
or are you going to get an apology from these nobody broads
who are willing to put you behind bars?
Take away your freedom.
Yeah. So how should I say this? Because you guys will tell me to stop and don't say it. So
yeah, I could.
I want to go off on these hoes, but
No.
don't say nothing.
Don't go off
because it looks.
Okay.
You won.
It shows.
You won. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I'm just saying. I'm telling you. I'm asking you before I go off.
Yeah.
I'm asking before I go off.
A bunch of nobodies who are clout chasing in a situation because when all is said and done, they go back to their miserable nobody lives and got to look themselves in the face just being trash. No, they were absolutely wrong. You'll never get an apology because there's no accountability for the things that they said. You won't get an apology.
Yeah.
You won't get a message. My bad, because you're trash human beings.
You're
And
trash.
there's nothing wrong with people making mistakes.
Yeah.
But the fact that you just you want to we talk about women being safe, and I'm all about that. But to take somebody's freedom, to say I want him to be in jail because of something he says, shows what kind of a piece of garbage human being you are.
Read the article.
A woman in Houston who said she was attacked in the face with a brick is now facing arrest by local police, who she has since then turned herself in, and she was released on like $10,000 bond or something. Who alleged
she's released?
Yeah, she's been released.
10G bond.
Yeah.
Where's she going?
The story is part of a scam that raised $42,000 on Gofundme, but in a lengthy interview with the Business Insider, the woman defended her changing story, accused the police of targeting her, and insisted she's a victim of an assault. In a video shared on social media, but later taken down, she appears to be dressed in a hospital gown with a swollen face. In a detective's affidavit outlining the charges against her, police said surveillance footage says that although Osman was injured in the confrontation, she was the aggressor. Mm-hmm. The detective writes that the footage shows Osman, her female friend, and says the man was attacked and they got in the vehicle together outside the club. A few minutes later, the three got out of the car while Osman and the man appear to be verbally fighting, the affidavit says. Osman then hits the man in the face with an unknown object. So she hit a man in the face with an unknown object before he strikes her in response with a plastic bottle, the affidavit says. Police has not made the footage available.
Fraud.
Yeah.
Like you have a system in place where black men are routinely used as revenue streams by locking them up in private prisons.
Yeah.
And you want to do this because you're triggered about your particular abuse or things that
have no evidence, no nothing, and then you go, where the black men at? It's the same ones.
Yeah.
Same ones.
Yeah.
So you raggedy ass.
He got a lot of followers. We got to take him down. Let's get him. He needs to go to county. He needs to arrested for free speech.
For free speech on a podcast, which I was joking, and I've never had.
It's crazy.
Yeah, nice try, guys. And we would like an apology if you we don't mind. Here's this guy. He was sort of like a suck up to all these women. He's the black conscious savior. And then when it comes to consciousness, this dude, you're a little late on that. Been doing this since I was 18, buddy. Okay? And you know what I mean? So he's like, he puts on these glasses and those guys that try to speak proper? Yeah. So I sent you the video where he's calling me out.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Consciously. I think it's unconsciously. Go ahead.
Hey, y'all in Godfrey, y'all whack for this. You see what I'm saying? This could have been easily just nipped in the bud if we just said, hey, man, after the girl got hit allegedly, even if you want to think she lying, after the girl got hit allegedly, somebody should at least ask she okay. Somebody should at least call the police. Instead, y'all are grown-ass people arguing with other grown-ass people about the livelihood and humanity of another individual. Last thing I'll say on this is what I've learned in my 5 years being on this internet really being knee-deep. Is that when you already got a disdain for individuals, it don't matter what the hell they do, you're going to always double down on that disdain. We done showed you police report, showed you an incident report from the hospital, showed you the literally...
This is not aging well.
Reading from the documents. You still going to have individuals that's concocting all these different type of...
He was really on that.
Yeah.
Like,
had no idea, had no more information than anybody else. You could have shut your mouth and reserved your right to shut up.
Let me tell him what he reminds me of when he was talking. Play Damon Wayans in Living Color as the prisoner.
Me, my brother.
The prisoner that all of a sudden learns big words. Please, that's who he was. He's a skit.
Why go after you?
Exactly.
As if you did something.
I did nothing.
Well,
and that's
you had the biggest like as the
right.
girls
Right.
like,
He
oh,
goes,
has
Godfrey,
a
you
large
wrong
fan
for that,
base.
really, bro? Okay. Now, can you show Damon? This is who he reminded you of when he was talking.
Admitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. Now, if I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract. Because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates.
That's who you are. That's how you are. Yeah, go watch that. I think he got his speech from that skit. Nice try, dude. You really are a social media civil rights leader. But listen, I don't mind a brother trying to be conscious.
Right.
But I'm clowning you as a comic, but it's like kind of messed up
But
that
it's
you
like
did do
you
that.
had no more information than anybody else.
Nobody. And all you did was do educational finger moves. Like, and how, brother, the disdain. And see, here's the problem. See, brothers here have to understand that the psychology in the black community has to be that of what we have as brothers have been psychologically through the cerebellum. Read? Exactly. And from that is where we get that dynamic and that dichotomy. And that is how the Negro back in the day from 1960 to 1965, we were put in a quagmire.
Bring it
as
home.
you say.
Bring
a
it
quagmire of sort of quicksand, sort of retrograde like Mercury. And that's what causes the black man and the white man to get in this swirl or this sort of quandary of confusion. And there, racism trickles down, sort of like whitewater rafting, but you don't have your oar or your safety jacket. So now we got society drowning in a whirlpool, continuously going round and round, and in the center is a vortex of hatred.
Godfrey.